It may not be the exciting front page picture or the video that captures folks' attention, but it is so necessary to enable this ministry to continue.
Now I'm really thankful that the aircraft I work on, the helicopters, the airplanes, they serve a vital purpose in the church planting effort across the world.
As I work as an aviation technician for Ethnos360 Aviation, I think our focus of Flying with Purpose is to provide the resources for church planting to continue and for churches to thrive in remote areas.
Wherever you are now and wherever you see yourself headed in the future, I'd encourage you to pause and ask, what would God have me do with my life today? I'm Amy Mark, and I and my family have served here with Ethnos360 Aviation for 8 years now.
My name is Adam Hodgson, and I serve here in Papua New Guinea with my family, working as an aircraft technician.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Dunn. I am a maintenance specialist with Ethnos360 Aviation.
Name blow me Gibson Mambo, me blow PNG na place province blow me. I'm close to lo Montagan. Me work lo yellow Goroka one time Ethnos360 Aviation.
My wife and I were, first thought about missions in college. We went to a small Bible school. After we graduated high school, or graduated college, we're living the American dream. I was working as a mechanic at a small airport. My wife was working at the college we graduated from. We were having just a good time living in the States, and everything was going well.
I grew up here in Papua New Guinea, and I grew up in a very isolated village. So to be honest, in college, I did not have a trajectory to be here at all. God kind of redirected my life, and my wife and I spent 8 years up in Alaska doing aircraft maintenance. As we lived up in Alaska and just the goodness of God, we had so many things to be thankful for. We had a great community, church, had a great job, and everything was going great.
I think me work for 31 years. This work come up important for me because this church planting work come up strong plan. I'm important long this country.
As a college graduate and an aviation major many years ago, I never could have imagined the path that the Lord would have brought me on to bring me here today. And it was a number of years ago that the Lord got our attention and redirected our focus into mission aviation from our previous aviation career. Just as we realized, as the Apostle Paul in 2 Corinthians 5 talks about being compelled by the love of Christ.
Then God stirred in my heart and my wife's heart together a greater awareness of the need overseas for people who don't have the access to truth.
And it wasn't until we heard from some missionaries that were joining Ethnos360 Aviation that it kind of all clicked that, like, why are we not doing this? We both had Bible training. I had technical training to work in aviation, and so it just kind of all clicked and made sense.
This country need implanting man masavelo work long church na how Christ come dailo yumilo di cross. So me yet me amamaslo because me work inside of split team. Lo karam displa tok blogori lo place all money no na RM longen lo sla PNG lo backside lo mountains na reaches na place car na all some services in go through.
When he made that call evident in our lives, It was unmistakable and it was unavoidable. It felt wrong to not take a step of faith and to trust Him with this decision in our lives.
Me been think osem me come walking on bla walk lo kism experience ta sol Ethnos360 time me start him long 1993. Ta sol behind me find out osem this bla walk em come up important lo life lo kism all money come lo price. Me come up one bla strong plan em come up important lo life lo me. Me look him the one bla way you mean up karam tokigo em all balus ta sol. Helicopter. Also something Papa God give him, so me thinking from me think me must look at him also something good. Where talk pro God can go inside long all tribes, Lord church planters, so all can karam this talk go so.
Our aviation team requires a host of specialties to make this operation work. One of them that often goes unnoticed is the aircraft mechanic or engineer. We are looking for men and women who not just have an interest in technical things or in aircraft, but who truly have a heart to serve, who want to use those skills that they have to serve the Lord and see lives transformed as they respond in understanding to His truth and His word in their heart languages.
So when I was working as a mechanic at a small airport in Kansas City, I absolutely loved what I was doing. God, I felt like, gifted me with aircraft maintenance, and I love working on aircraft. And so I was getting promoted within my company. Things were great, but I kept getting this feeling that what's the eternal value of what I'm doing? And so now I'm really thankful that the aircraft I work on, the helicopters, the airplanes, they serve a vital purpose in the church planting effort across the world. And having that eternal value in my day-to-day work has just been so encouraging. I find so much joy in doing that. My job has not really changed all that much, but what I am serving has drastically changed.
Before meeting also me come kisim sampla experience na kisim sampla school lo inside aviation, so me can go work lo sampla industry. So time me work more yet na me look him also this pla work more important long go work lo one pla industry na try making money na work one time company where you know got used long ambient so.
If you're a mechanic or engineer in training, or maybe even in the middle of a career, and you're sensing God's call, God's leading into full-time ministry, I would encourage you to respond. I never could have imagined years ago when I finished my training, the path that the Lord would have led me down to be here today. But it is incredible to see how He built skills and experience and education over those years to bring me right to the place where I could use all of those things to serve Him for His kingdom purposes.
So if you have an interest in aircraft maintenance, or if you are an aircraft mechanic and looking at different options, and I would just pray that you consider how the Lord can use you in missions.
Suppose you one plaman you like make him this work or some Papa God and call him all man and he got plan beyond. So Papa God he call him you lo this work lo Ethnos360. I think you must be on him because by use him lo plan the road. Me plan need him plan the all man lo work mechanic lo balus na lo work mechanic but inside lo this like a plan the work stuff na me yet me no naplo make him this work God give him me long end me make him inaplo mark lo me that's all me plan need him plan the man Mary na all nupla line you must come in lo all him this work he go me work 30 years na me no na work more yet so God by using you lo come.
I would say to anybody who is potentially interested in missions and how aviation plays a role in that, I would just challenge anybody with just the question of why are we ultimately here on this earth?
Wherever you are now and wherever you see yourself headed in the future, I'd encourage you to pause and ask, what would God have me do with my life today.